Hi, I'm Annika Johnson from Al Johnson's in Sister Bay. I hope you enjoy my new video series called Door County Girl. These are stories of my life, the people and places that I love, and of course how we all survive here in northern Wisconsin. You can come back as often as you like, but don't forget to subscribe to Al's YouTube channel. I'll be posting lots of really cool new videos. So let's go! Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Door County Girl. Today I am at the Baptist Church in Sister Bay and I am talking to my friend Winnie Jackson, who runs a food pantry here. And I'm going to have her tell you the name because I don't do a very good job pronouncing it.
We are the Koinonia Kupboard. We were started in the late 80s, and our pastor is the one who named it. It's a Greek word for sharing. And so we have become the sharing cupboard.
Say it one more time.
Koinonia.
Koinonia.
Don't try too hard.
I know. When I look at it, that's not how I say it. Yeah. I know. Don't say it. Don't try too hard.
No.
Okay, so Winnie, I'm going to ask you briefly, where are you from? Were you always living here? And how did you come to work for the Baptist Church and start the kitchen? So here we go.
I did not start the cupboard. I was not here at the beginning of it. I was born and raised in Sister Bay, or outside of Sister Bay. I graduated from Gibraltar High School and proceeded to go to college out of here. Taught in Rockford, Illinois for a while, and then came back and raised my family here. So I've been back in the area for a long time. My roots go pretty deep in the area that we have here. We came, and all of a sudden there was an opening here at the church. I think it's now 19 years ago, and that's how I got into the office of administrative assistant here. I had done worked in the typical tourism sort of thing when Chris was growing up, but this seemed to be a good fit, and so I've been here ever since. I am not the one that started the cupboard, nor am I the one that takes credit for any of it. I am merely the face of the cupboard. In other words, when people come here, I am the person they see and or talk to and tell me what their problems are and just what it is they need.
You're the bartender, but you're the food cupboard person, yes.
Yes, I am. And I love that. Many of them have gotten to be friends. Many of them we have seen for a long time. And then, as we would say, we don't really want to become the first choice. We're happy when we don't see them and they've become independent and that we're no longer supporting on a food pantry basis.
Okay. So you don't run it alone.
No, I'm just the face of it.
Okay, but your mom works with you.
Mother did.
She doesn't work anymore with you?
No. When she turned about 91, it was probably
she's 91, I know.
Well, she's 97 now.
She's 97?
Yeah.
She doesn't look 97.
She is 97.
Oh, my goodness.
And she just had a birthday. And so we really, she was the one that really was behind it from her retirement years up until, 5-6 years ago about. And now we have, another group of people that come in that I call and say, I've had a bunch of donations, we need the place straightened up. We need things put on the shelf and, kind of put away. So
okay, well, I'm going to jump in and say, I just read an article about when people have food pantries and they donate food, the average person doesn't think about what they're donating sometimes, because sometimes if you give them something, you still need milk, you still need butter, you still need sugar or something to add to it. So why don't you tell us, what are the best things to donate at your food pantry?
That's a tough question.
Would it be more like soups and things that you wouldn't have to?
It would be soups, but a can of soup, if you're feeding a family, you need about 3 cans of soup.
Exactly.
You don't need just 1 can of soup.
Like not a little can of soup.
No. It will not do. Yes, ready-made things, I think the people that we're servicing are using it as an add to, not as an only thing.
Okay, so they have things, but they can
utilize.
Yes,
they can utilize some, from the pantry. They would be perhaps they're on food share and it doesn't go far enough. They would be able to get milk and eggs and butter and things from that. We also, the Piggly Wiggly generously gives us food cards. We were purchasing food cards prior to their fundraisers, but at Christmas time they generously give us food cards
That's nice.
that I use to give out. If people will, they talk to me and
Thanks,
they
Piggly
ask.
Wiggly. I love
Yes,
that.
no, the Piggly Wiggly is a big. We get a lot of their dented, things that they can no longer sell on the shelf. They might be mildly outdated, or a product they're not using anymore, and so we utilize those things as well from
Okay.
them.
So if you were to name, I'm just going to put you on the spot, 5 top things that you feel would be a great thing to donate to your food pantry, what would the top 5 be?
Boxed cereal, tuna and/or canned chicken, any of the canned meats. Let's see, what else? Beans, spaghetti. Unfortunately, we can't get too much of a backstock of spaghetti because they attract bugs.
Yeah.
And suddenly we're
Like those-
we're
I know what you're
caught
talking
having to
about.
throw things out.
Yeah.
It needs to be wrapped in cellophane is a little bit better.
Instead of a box.
Instead of a box. Toilet paper would be another item that we
Yes,
use.
everybody
Needs
and remember when
toilet.
it was that big shortage.
Yeah. Yes, over COVID it was.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to talk about COVID too a little bit. So
Okay.
I now know that before COVID, it wasn't so crazy busy for you, but then during COVID, it got kind of busy for you. But now that COVID is sort of it's not gone, but it's not out there like it was, and we aren't isolated, people aren't donating to food pantries like they used to.
No.
So
No.
how do we get the word out there? I mean, what would you say to people? Because the problem never goes away.
No, it doesn't. And, it takes big, kind of events. I mean, they did try to, get, and it's helped our donations some through the advancement parts of the county, where they said you can drop this off anywhere.
Sure.
It's put the visibility out there, but I wouldn't say it's covered what we need by any stretch of the imagination. Now, the other way they can do it is buy a goat parade sticker.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
that is also a big supporter of our food pantry.
Okay, so what we're talking about is that we have a little, the village puts it on, but we're
Yes.
a big part of helping out. So I'm part of Al Johnson's Swedish restaurant. We're known for goats on the roof. And the Sister Bay Advancement came to us one day to see if we could have a goat parade. And we're like, yeah, sure, that sounds fun. That would be great. What do we have to do? Oh, you have to bring a goat, and maybe we could have some stuff going on. It's only one day. And I don't remember the exact date, but I'm sure they'll put it on the bottom of the video here.
I think it's like June 8th.
What is it?
June 8th, I think.
June 8th, okay.
Saturday, June 8th.
So they asked, my brother Rolf took a goat and walked in the goat parade. And he was like one of the only ones there. So all of a sudden, and there were other people that brought goats. We want people to bring their goats. It's like you're walking a dog, but you're walking a goat. And then we have a little goings on down at Al's, and it's gotten a little bit better now, a little bit more organized, and a little bit better from the beginning until now. So it's sort of something that we didn't create, but it became our thing. So we're celebrating our 75th anniversary this year, and that'll be June 22nd.
Okay.
And for the restaurant's been there that long already. And what we do at the goat parade is really cool. So I'm gonna let Winnie tell you about it.
Oh, they sell stickers and if your goat happens to do its business on one of those stickers, you're then eligible for a prize. And if I don't know now, but the top prize years ago came through Husby's. It still does,
And
right?
I'm not sure what the top prize is this year, but
It has been good. It has been a
always
bicycle.
good. Yes, always good. And I thought sometimes they give bikes, and I mean they give
Yeah, it
like
was
really nice
bikes,
packages.
and there were several different types of things.
Yeah, regardless whether you want to win something though, it's $10 a ticket, and I believe you can get them at the restaurant.
Exactly.
You can get them at the Sister Bay Advancement Association.
You can get them online too, I think.
And online, but how do you get them online?
I think it's through Al Johnson's.
Okay,
I
so
think
go to
that's where
aljohnsons.com, and I'm sure there's a link on there where you can buy a goat sticker, and then you don't have to be here. We can put the sticker on the road for you. And what happens, it's a very short parade, but goats poop all the time. I'm just serious.
Yes.
They're like rabbits. They'll just be walking along and they're just pooping. So wherever those little balls roll, they roll on your sticker, you're just become a winner. So
Exactly.
I mean, your chances are better than winning the lottery, that's for sure.
Yes.
So
It goes to the money is all donated
yep,
back
we
to
don't
our
keep
food.
the money for Al's at all. It all goes to her food pantry.
Yes.
And that's something that we can do anyways.
And
that we
let me tell you this, we do a lot of supporting maybe I shouldn't push Amazon, but we started drop shipping things to families, so I didn't have to keep quite as much here. Diapers are one of them. Depends for the elderly are another expensive item out there.
I never thought about that, but that's huge.
Yes, but you can't possibly have all the sizes anybody would need.
Right.
Because if you have a baby that needs a size 1, size 2 or newborn won't work.
Right.
And so we don't tend to have those here, but when those needs become known to us and they're willing to give us an address, we drop ship that to them. I do that a lot with laundry soap and toilet paper, and so I have maybe 10 families that I support that way, that are, that don't necessarily have to
Right.
come through the door.
How do they do that? They go to Amazon and then what do they do?
No, they see me.
They come to see you.
They see me, and then we determine, kind of what it is they need.
So you get kind of a list, and that way you can.
Yes.
Okay.
I can
Okay,
send
I
it
get
to
it
them.
now. Yeah.
Yes, and
Okay.
and send them things that their food share wouldn't cover.
Sure.
It started out with diapers, and then we've expanded it, off of that too.
Okay.
And very, there for a while there, we saw a lot of what I would call people, retirees, with limited incomes. Do we see a lot of young families? Off and on, probably not as much as when we were sending them giving them diapers. If we're providing that, I mean, a case of diapers for a month is nearly $50.
Oh yeah.
So the money that is raised from the goat parade basically will fund a whole year's worth of those kind of donations
That's
to
awesome.
people.
So you don't need to be here, remember, to get that $10, and it's
No.
going to go to a really good cause. I mean, I didn't
Right.
realize it was the extent of it. I
Yeah.
thought it was just what you had here. I didn't know all the back.
we're
That's
doing.
why I'm so glad we're doing this episode.
Yeah, we're doing it. We have some back
How many
families.
food pantries are there in Door County? Do you know? Are
I
there-
want to say 6. There's 4 in Northern Door.
Okay,
And when we first started, we were the only one.
right.
And the other ones have popped up. There's a couple that are 24/7 that have longer hours than we do. But I basically know my client. I know who the people are that are coming in and out.
Okay, I know that something burned my butt one time. That means I was a little mad about it, but
Yeah.
not that they don't deserve it. But I noticed that sometimes, I'm not going to name names, people go in there that don't really need it, but just taking advantage of that there's free food in this pantry.
Right.
And I feel
and if they
like-
have to walk past one of us here, and there's a little bit more accountability. I
Right.
do not ask any name. We ask, if you come to the pantry and you're in need of food, I don't ask names. I don't ask any of those kinds of things. But I'm not as young as I once was, and I know an awful lot of people.
Right.
So we can put, things together, and sometimes it's one of our pastors that has talked to somebody that said we're in need of X, Y, and Z, and so then we, service them that way.
I mean, I don't like to say who they are, but I just say, I know that there are some people that just they kind of laugh about it and say that they don't have to go to the grocery store, they just sneak in the pantry. And I'm like, okay, but that's taking away from people that really need it.
Right.
And that really doesn't make it right.
No.
So-
we will not, our usage will drop off now for a bit because as people are getting back to work.
Yeah.
We notice that when the unemployment is run out, for instance, although unemployment is not as lucrative, I don't think, as it once was. And so, we do that. There's an awful lot of people, yes. we try not to encourage people to have shame about the fact that they need food.
Right.
And they need to feed their family, or they need diapers for their baby, or whatever.
Right. You're pretty tight-lipped. You're not going to go out and spread.
No.
Spread.
No. I'm not going to say who it is out there. I mean, if somebody asks, we can look at my Amazon account and know how many families.
Right.
And they know. And interestingly enough, another family is getting like Insure.
Oh,
where it was.
Some of the
That's a big
protein
thing. In
drinks.
fact, I have a thing with Dr. Johnson's, who happens to be my doctor, and I said, now listen, if there's anybody that that's coming through here that needs this nutritional stuff, and their income is really tight, send me a name. If they're willing to have you do it, we'll be happy to send them that.
That's so nice.
And so it's a little further reaching than just the few items we have on the shelf.
Yeah. Is there anything that you want to say before we leave? Because Winnie's got to take her mom to the beauty parlor.
Yeah.
So we're in a time pinch.
Is
there anything that you want to say to people that would maybe encourage them, that they've never done donations before? I mean, I feel like sometimes people don't know about it or they don't think about it, but they're able to. What could we do to say, hey?
I think if you're going to bring us some donations, kind of doesn't matter where, I have refrigeration space, I have freezer space. Think of what you would like to buy at the grocery store. Sometimes it's that extra thing that you cannot, that today, if you go to the grocery store, I'm almost embarrassed to hand out a $50 food card because $50
doesn't make it very far.
Doesn't go very far. And so consequently, I really, just variety is a good idea,
Do you accept cleaning products too?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so cleaning products.
Cleaning products would also be something.
Laundry
detergents.
Things like that.
Things
Okay.
like that. On my drop ships, they almost all get laundry detergent.
Okay, so it's not just food. So
no,
don't
it's
think
and
just
cleaning
food.
products, paper towel.
And you can take eggs and milk?
I can take eggs and milk.
Okay, good.
We're thinking about trying to get the shelf
Like cheese, things like that?
Right.
Okay.
Anything that's refrigerated,
Sure.
I could have. We have a freezer right in there that people can take things out of. We've, once in a while we got a bunch of pizzas that were misdelivered to a restaurant here, and they were not anything they were going to use. The supplier would not take them back because they were frozen, and to go in someplace and out.
Crazy.
And they could donate them.
That's great.
So our
Okay.
people,
I
if
hope
there's
the
something.
restaurants, anybody who has a restaurant up here that gets samples and you don't really use them or need them, that would be one really good thing that the food pantries could use.
Exactly.
I didn't even think about that. That's a good
Right.
tip.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, well, I know that Winnie has to get going, and I'm really happy that she got to sit down and talk to us. We try as best as we can when we have a lot of product that's going out of date that we bring up that's more treat-like.
Yes.
I feel a little bad, but it's like cookies and candy and things like that. Not everybody has the luxury to spend money on like little treats for yourself.
No,
You know, it's
someone
gotta
just
be-
gave us cases of Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, there you go.
So there's, they regularly, she says it's a win-win because I buy all these, the Girl Scouts get the money for, and then she gives them away
Yeah.
to us, which is
that's
very
great.
generous.
Yeah.
And some, I've had the actual troops donate as well. They
That's so
when
nice.
they're gone. So
good.
people, get treats once in a while. I think if it's known to us, a tough thing is if you're a type 2 diabetic
Right.
and or gluten sensitive. I
Sure.
mean, there's
Oh,
another. That's another big one today.
Okay, yeah. I didn't even think. See, these are things I don't know that I
Yeah,
would never think about if I didn't
we
work
just
here.
we just have to, kind of be. The whole food card thing started
not
because of
allergies
the
and things like
right,
that. Yeah.
right. For a while, we couldn't keep peanut butter on the shelf. I think we have peanut butter now, but
Okay.
And that's something that some people are allergic to, but there's an awful lot of people that aren't.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it's the exception.
Yeah, my son was allergic to it, but I ate it like water.
Oh,
so.
okay. Yeah,
He
what's
just,
a
he
good
just knew he
cheap
couldn't go in the jar.
Yeah, it's a good cheap protein.
Yeah, totally.
that
I'm gonna grab a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every night.
There you go.
I got things to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so nice for you to come in and
nice,
talk to. I mean,
yes.
I love this. It's so quiet in this church. I could just sit in a corner on the couch over there and take a little nap. It's so
very-
nice in here.
Well, good.
Are you going to work until you're 97?
I hope not. I don't know. As many days as the Lord will give me.
I love it. Well, we hope you're here forever.
Well, yeah. Well, I'll be somewhere forever.
Yeah.
But
Well, everybody out there, if you ever think about going shopping and you want to just get a little something extra, you can always. What are your hours and when can they drop
we're
things
here
off?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday and Thursdays are my all days. Wednesday afternoon.
Okay.
It would be, but we're open late.
Yeah.
Mondays, yeah, kind of every day till.
You don't want people to come and just drop it off outside. Sometimes they do that at Scan too. They just drop and run.
Right. Well, depends upon.
If it's something good, drop it off, but make sure
Yes.
it's in a nice secret box.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Winnie will find it.
We'll find it.
Well, thank you, Winnie.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you got to
Yes.
chat. And don't forget to like and subscribe at the bottom of the page. And please, if you can, donate some items to the food pantries, even if it's in your local area that you don't live here. And there's always a need. Doesn't matter who it is or what age you are.
Exactly.
There's something.
And then the goat parade.
Yeah, and the Go Parade. Don't forget to get your $10 sticker, and we will help Winnie stock up that kitchen.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. See you later.
Bye.
Thanks for watching Door County Girl. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time.